so we are going to start, we can bring our legs out wide to start. This may be a little bit of an abrupt way to start the morning, honestly. Legs out wide like this. And then so we're going to bring the left foot to the right thigh, right foot behind. And create this pinwheel position with the legs. And then just become aware of the position of your hips. So the right hip will be lifted, but if you're tipping over to one side, see if you can bring that back towards center. Nice tall spine, shoulders relax down the back. Find your peace, find your center. And begin to walk your fingertips forward, nice long spine, fold over the leg. So maybe you're still up on your hands, or maybe you can come down onto the forearms, or maybe you come down forehead to the mat. Just let your head and neck relax. And that back foot is flexed. Wiggle the toes just to release some of the tension in the knee. Begin to walk the fingertips back. And we'll draw circles around the legs. So from behind the foot all the way to the left knee. And this is a movement really that's happening in the middle body, in the hips. You can close your eyes or find points to move from one to the other with your gaze so that you don't get dizzy. All right, and as you come over to the right side, dip low and come up on the left side. Dip low and come up on the right side. Low and up. Low and up. Find your breath. And we'll take it one step further. When you come over to the left side, lift the hips, reach the right arm up and over. Feel that extension in the ribs, lifting the hips skyward, and then drop the hips back down and come back over to the other side. And then again, to the left, lift the hips, reach out to the fingertips. So the inside edge of the right foot grounds. Keep up with this movement. And two more. And then when you come over to the left side, walk your hands up from the hip and come down into a twist. So you can bring your forearms to the earth, stay up on the palms. Walk that right palm as far forward as you can, feeling that opening in the right side body. Breathe into your twist. Rock it back to center. and walk forward. So when we're walking forward, we walk over the left ankle. And again, maybe you're on your hands, maybe forearms. Walk it back up through center. Bring the right leg out long. So the left heel, or sorry, the left foot is still to the right thigh. Send the right arm out, reaching for the outside edge of the right foot. If it doesn't reach, just hand anywhere, forearm anywhere along the leg. Left arm out of left hip, reach up and over toward the right toes. Spiral chest and heart toward the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Flex the toes back toward the feet. And inhale up, turning your hips to the long leg. So turning your hips to the right leg. Square your hips. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Fold over that right leg. Toes back toward the feet. Square off the shoulders. Breathe into the back of the leg. And walk your fingertips back. Bring your left leg out long, wide legs. Adjust your sits bones. Sit up nice and tall. All right, so from here, we'll bring the right hand out to the right side, left hand out of left hip, up and over. Maybe come down onto the forearms, maybe not. Find that beautiful stretch in the left side ribs. Breathe. Inhale up through center, come over to the other side. Right hip stays grounded, legs stay as they are, toes flexing back. Wiggle the toes. Breathing into the right side ribs. And bring it back to center. Arms out to your sides. We'll bring the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Just let the left fingertips come down to the earth. Inhale up through center and twist again. Left hand to the outside of the right foot. So if it doesn't make it to the foot, just the outside of the leg is fine, anywhere. Use your right fingertips to lengthen the spine. So if there's any jamming in the lower body, making that space. And inhale up. We'll turn and touch the left foot with the right fingertips, and then bring it up and touch and bring it up. Find your flow. Inhale and exhale. So we're really looking to shake up any habits we've developed in the lower body, any bits of stagnation, areas of stagnation. All right, we have a few more on each side. 2 and 1. Beautiful. Right foot comes to the inside of the left thigh, left foot behind, flex the foot. And usually one side is easier than the other. This side is super challenging for me. So just making adjustments accordingly. Sitting up nice and tall. Find your spine. Find length in the neck. And begin to walk yourself forward. So again, over the ankle, rather than over the right knee or something like that, over the ankle, And maybe you stay up on the palms, maybe you lower forearms to the ground. And begin to walk yourself back toward the legs. This is where we draw circles around the legs. And just always check with the back foot. So sometimes the body slips out of alignment because of anything really, but we're flexing the back foot for the knee, drawing these circles. Beginning to awaken the body. And then start to swoop one way and then the other. So swooping down toward the earth and then up to one side and down toward the earth and up on the other side. And this is where we start to get fancy with it. As we come up on the right side, placing the palm to the earth, lifting the hips, reaching out through the left fingertips, and then dropping back down, swoop, and back, lift, and swoop. Find this movement in your body. You can get really lost in this, so let yourself get lost in the movement. We have two more. And then the next time you come over to the right side, extending that left arm out long, walking yourself down into a twist. You can stay up nice and high, look over the right shoulder, or drop forearms to the earth. I think morning practice is a really good time to remind us that just because we can doesn't mean we should. So not trying to be harsh or expecting with the body. Working with what is, coming back up through center. And walk yourself forward over the leg. Go straight out from that ankle space. And then go ahead and walk the fingertips back. Send the right foot to the floor, left foot to the floor. Walking your feet in toward your hips, knees together. Find your sits bone. And then begin to come up onto the toes of each foot. You can also place a block between the knees or a book between the knees. And then begin to lift the shins parallel to the ceiling. Hands can be behind the legs or to your side. Lift the chest and heart. Lift the belly. And we're holding here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Walking the feet back in toward the hips. Place your hands behind your back. Fingers pointing back toward your hips. Lift your hips. Reverse table. Lift, lift, lift. Lift the belly button toward the sky. Draw the legs in toward one another. And release. Lowering the sits bones. Lifting the shins. Lifting the chest. Holding here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the feet, hands behind the back. Reverse table again. Lift the chest and heart, lift the belly button. Lengthen the neck. Three, 2, 1. Lowering down one last time, coming into that boat pose. There's always the option to bring the legs out long. Bring your arms to your sides, any position, arms up overhead. And we're holding here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the feet, hands behind your back. Lift the hips. Lift, lift, lift. Feeling that opening in the shoulders. And then lower the hips. Legs out long in front of you. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Nice deep breath. And begin to come back up to seated, hands behind you. Stand your feet on the mat and move your knees from side to side. So windshield wipering the knees. And send them all the way over to the right side, coming over into table. Inhale, drop the belly, chest and heart comes forward in table position. Cow. Exhale to cat. Come up onto the fingertips, step the right foot forward, left knee back. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back leg. Left fingertips come to the inside of the right foot, right fingertips toward the sky. Drop the back knee. Stay in your twist. And then right hand comes back to the earth. Step the right knee back to the left. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, navel to spine. Coming up onto the fingertips. Step the left foot forward, right knee back. Tuck the back toes under. Reach back to the back heel. And then right fingertips to the inside of the left foot, left fingertips to the sky. Drop the back knee. Stay in your twist. Left fingertips to the earth. Tuck the back toes under, step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Now you are in a forward fold. Send the arms forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Let the arms ride up behind you. So we're going to let the arms freely inhale forward and exhale, swoop behind you. Inhale, lift, exhale, keep going. So it's a half Breath of joy. Lift that belly toward the spine. Exhale, fold. Keep going. We have 3 more. And then inhale all the way up. And exhale the hands to heart center. Shake out the legs. Shake out the arms. If you are not at the top of your mat, bringing yourself to the top of your mat. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot back, right knee to the mat. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Exhale to twist, elbow to the outside of the knee, hands to heart center. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Fingertips to the earth, step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Forward fold. Left foot back, left knee to the mat. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Exhale to twist, elbow to the outside of the knee, hands to heart center. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Fingertips to the earth, step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Inhale all the way up to standing, and exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the forward fold. Left foot back, left knee to the mat. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Exhale to twist. Elbow to the outside of the knee, hands to heart center. And then tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Fingertips to the earth, step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Forward fold. Send the right foot back, right knee to the mat. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Exhale to twist. Elbow to the outside of the knee, hands to heart center. Find length in the spine. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back leg, reach back to the back heel. Unwind, fingertips to the earth. Step the back foot up to meet the front foot, forward fold. And then inhale all the way up to standing and exhale the hands to heart center. One more time, just like that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot back, right knee to the mat. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Exhale, twist. Elbow to the outside of the knee, hands to heart center. Find that length in the spine. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. And fingertips to the earth, step the back foot up to meet the front foot, forward fold. Left foot back, left knee to the mat. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Front knee over front ankle, squaring those hips. Exhale, twist. Elbow to the outside of the knee, hands to heart center. Nice long spine. Tuck the toes under, lift the back leg. Fingertips to the earth, step the back foot up to meet the front foot. On our inhale, we rise all the way up. On the exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reach the arms forward, lift the belly toward the spine. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, back to downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs in downward facing dog. Right leg comes up high, bend at the knee, foot over toward the left side, flex the foot. Holding here, square your shoulder. Breathe into this stretch. And come up onto the left toes. The right knee will come to the outside of the right wrist, foot toward the left wrist, squaring off the hips. Pigeon. All right, let's sit up nice and tall in our pigeon pose. Walking the fingertips back toward the hips, using a block or a blanket if you need it to support us so we can find our alignment. Back leg is straight out from the hip. And begin to allow your lower body to relax. And we're staying here for 3, 2, and 1. Begin to walk yourself forward over the leg. Do it over the leg. Use support underneath your head or your chest if you need it, or if it feels right. Deep breath. Few more rounds of breath. And begin to walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck the back toes under, shift back into a downward facing dog. Right heel to the earth. Plug in that right hip. And we begin to lift the left leg, bend at the knee, foot over toward the right side. Flex the foot. Square off the shoulders. Feeling the stretch across the belly, you can even look over the right shoulder toward the foot, deepening that stretch. Holding here. 3, 2, and 1. Coming up onto the right toes, left knee to the outside of the left wrist, foot toward the right wrist. And if your shin is not parallel with the front edge of the mat, point your toes backward. Square off the hips. Use the toes tucked under and the back leg to move the knee. Find that right spot. Walk your fingertips back toward the hips. We're sitting up first. Beginning to relax the lower body here. And actually, for some people, folding forward doesn't do as much as sitting up, so you can always make the choice to stay upright. And begin to walk yourself forward over the legs. Nice long spine, draping over the legs. Find your breath. If you need to swear, let it out. If you need to sing, if you need to scream, if you need deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, taking that now. A few more rounds of breath here. And start to stand your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck the back toes under, send yourself back to downward facing dog, plugging in the left hip by sending the left heel to the floor. And begin to walk your hands back towards your feet, forward fold. Leaning your forward fold, maybe holding onto your elbows and swaying from side to side. And then begin to walk yourself forward back into that downward facing dog. Hips lifting up toward the sky, tipping the tailbone toward the wall in front of you, making space between the shoulder blades. And then lower down onto the knees. Walk your palms out, keeping your hips stacked over your knees. Drop your chest, heart, and chin to the earth. Let's send it forward between the arms, coming into a Sphinx, hopefully in an easy way. Elbows underneath the shoulders and tucked into the side body. So if your elbows are out like this, you're going to be dropped down toward the ground. Let's bring them in. Tuck the chin in toward the chest and take turns tapping alternate feet on the earth. So just a nice light tapping and nice light lift. We're not trying to lift our leg up off the floor. Just a light lift. Keeping the legs long. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms to your sides, palms face up. Come onto your left ear. Big toes together, heels wide. Rest. Support of the earth. And then we bring our arms out to our sides to a T position. Left leg lifts, bend at the knee. Foot comes over to the right side. Standing your foot on the earth. So if you need to adjust that back arm to get a better stretch in the chest and shoulder, do that now. Relax the right ear to the mat. Send the left fingertips to the sky. And then we'll tap just above the crown of the head with the fingertips. Turn your palm up toward the sky and hold here. See if you can relax your shoulders. Draw the left knee away from the body, so as you tip more, it'll deepen the stretch. Two more rounds of breath. And start to bring it back through center. Resting on the opposite ear, arms at your sides. Big toes together, heels wide. Yes, relaxing into your mat. And we'll prepare for the other side by bringing the left arm out, either in line with the shoulder or on an angle that works best to open that space for you. Lift the right leg, bend at the knee, send it over toward the left side. And you can always lift your body slightly if you need to move the flesh. All right, the arm reaches up, right arm reaches up toward the sky. And then bring the fingertips just up over the crown of the head. Turn the palm up toward the sky. And hold here. Deep breath all the way down into the belly. See if you can fill your entire body with the breath. Maybe you're tipping your right knee out to the side, deepening the stretch in the chest and shoulder. All right, so let's bring the right hand to the ground. We're just going to tip forward slightly and bring the left arm under the left ear, coming onto our sides into the fetal position. And then turning all the way over onto your back. Left leg crosses over the right. Bring your arms out wide. Your left arm will cross over the right arm. And bring your forearms together. So we're doing eagle arms. If forearms don't come together, you can always bring your hands to your shoulders. Creating eagle arms will lengthen the neck. All right, we're going to lift the lift the legs up off the floor. On an exhale, bring the elbows to the knee. Lifting the shoulders up off the earth, pull the belly button in toward the spine. 3, 2, 1, and release. Keep the legs lifted, just releasing the shoulder. And then exhale, elbow to knee. And 3, 2, 1, and release the shoulders. Keep the legs lifted. Exhale, elbow to knee. 3, 2, 1, hold here. And release. Arms to your sides, feet mat distance apart. And let the knees move from side to side. Walk the feet back towards center. Right leg crosses over the left, stacking one knee over the other, like you're sitting in a chair. Your arms are wide. The right arm will come over the left arm, forearms together. So the arms are reflective of the legs here. Lift the legs up off the floor. On an exhale, elbow to knee. Drawing everything in towards center. 3, 2, 1. Release the shoulders. Keep the legs lifted. And exhale. 3, 2, 1. Release the shoulders. And last time, exhale, navel to spine. And 3, 2, 1. Hold here. And release. Send the feet mat distance apart. Rock the knees from side to side. Now we're going to send the left leg out long, step the right foot to the outside of the left leg. Knee pointing up toward the sky. All 4 corners of the left foot are standing on the earth. Flex the left toes back toward the face. Little crone awakening. Maybe you reach your arms up overhead. Tuck the chin in toward the chest, create length in the neck. Go ahead and draw the right knee in toward the left shoulder and over into a twist, sending the right arm out to the side. Or you can keep your arms up overhead if you want something more intense. So the right knee is coming toward the ground on the left side. Maybe it doesn't touch, that's okay. You can always place a block or something underneath if you want support. We're just breathing into this intense, intense twist, our deep reset. Rounding those right fingertips to feel that opening across the shoulder, the armpits, across the chest. And bring it back through center. Stand both feet on the earth, knees together, palms facing down, round. Round, ground, ground into the earth. Send the right leg out long, stand the left foot to the outside of the right knee. Left knee pointing up toward the sky, all 4 corners of the left foot grounded on the earth, right toes flex back toward the face. Crone awakening. We can reach the arms up overhead or keep them at our side. overhead can be really intense. So if you feel any rumbling or rising, that's exactly what is meant to be happening. So just easing into that, seeing if you can find peace in the left knee, in the inner thigh, in the hips. Drawing the left knee in and over toward the right side. Finding your twist, send the left fingertips out from the shoulder, or reach your arms up overhead. The left knee is sinking toward the ground on the right side. Keep the left fingertips grounded. So the shoulder may not be grounded, but we're keeping the fingertips, the hands grounded. Breathe into this deep twist. Try to relax that knee and that inner thigh. When you're ready, bringing it back to center. Stand both feet on the earth, arms to your sides, palms face down. Maybe moving the knees from side to side, or you can begin to send the legs out long, Shavasana. Arms to your sides, palms face up. Give yourself this time to integrate your practice. Settling into your breath. And our message today was from Solus, represents knowledge, consciousness, synthesis, and spiritual empowerment. He came to us reversed, but his meaning is the same in many ways, upright as it is in reverse. Solus is a radiant, energizing, vitalizing force. This presence today indicates that something new is being brought into being in our life, partly through our own efforts and partly through the help we are receiving from other realms. Miracles may take place. Movement into the light is occurring. This is a time for taking action, passing on our blessings and learning, and for service, given from a position of strength. In the light of his spiritual empowerment of Solus is veiled, we need to remember that he is here to help us with seemingly lost causes and forlorn hopes. When you don't even know what to ask for his help and guidance. And then do the best you can for yourself. It's a really beautiful message for us today. And settling any tension in the body. As you feel supported here on your mat. We still have a few more moments, so you have the option to stay reclined, stay in Shavasana, stay as you are, or start to make the transition back to waking life with movements in the hands and feet, wrists and ankles, neck, shoulders, face, maybe deepening the breath. Finding your way back to your body. And send your arms up overhead, point the toes, take a nice big long stretch. Breathing into the body, breathe in. Keep breathing in, hold in that breath if you can't breathe in anymore. And release. Standing your feet on the earth mat, distance apart, rocking the knees from side to side. And again, if you're just in Shavasana, disregarding what I'm saying and continuing to relax into your mat, but noting the process. I ask that you take this process off your mat whenever you are done resting. You can honor the rebirth process. So placing right hand to the heart space, left hand to the belly. This is your moment of gratitude, finding whatever it is that you're grateful for today. Allow this gratitude to fill you, to spill out from the heart space with the pulse and with the breath. I am grateful for. I am thankful for. Just allowing your heart to do the talking. And when you're ready, turning over onto your right side into the fetal position. Take this moment to receive this practice from yourself, to acknowledge the love you have given to yourself. Maybe this is a moment where you hug yourself, receiving this nurturing. If it's easier, you can imagine yourself as someone that you would nurture, like your cat. Imagine what it must be like to be your cat. Receive that energy from yourself. Pressing up to seated, finding a comfortable seat. We'll close the class together with a feeling of connection. 3 draws of the shoulders up to the ears and letting go. One more. Nice and tight and release. Arms out to your sides, palms facing forward. You now receive through your palms a feeling of connection from the root that connects us all, and the song that sings the universe of kindness, compassion, empathy, community, supports all of the ways in which we are not alone. We feel and receive this energy through our palms into our heart space, full of this feeling of connection. And being full in ourselves, we begin to tap into that flow of energy from right to left around the circle, passing through any intentions we have for ourselves or for others. Anything we've been keeping to ourselves, we send out into the flow so that it may come back to us in any form that is most needed. Flow is like prayer, a communication with the divine. So we send out the longings of our heart through this flow. From right to left, an endless giving and receiving. Begin to draw your hands to your heart, bow your head to your chest. Thank you so much for joining today. Always.